Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Chart Patterns Mastery / Simpler Trading free video for October 10th, 2023. What's today about? Well, you've had a lot of reversal candles, even with world instability. Usually wars don't affect U.S. markets that much unless it expands. But that's not the point. The point is about markets getting overdone on the upside after reversal candles. So let me show you what we're talking about in here. Here's the ES on a daily chart. You're going to see that the ES, heck yeah, it's had a nice rally. But now it's up against this resistance right in that 4,400 level. And then sort of backed off. Now the key for me is not that it's at somewhat price resistance. Is that it was not able to reclaim that 50 SMA. The NASDAQ, on the other hand, did reclaim the 50 SMA and is now above it, barely. So it's overbought above it. Now keep in mind the SPX had a gap just over the market and it didn't exactly fill it. So if that sells off and doesn't reclaim that 50, I'm having to think the NDX will definitely get under the 50. So that's my theory for the next couple of days. Now, I like to combine a theory with definite charts. And this is what I'm watching for the next couple of days. So QQQ, that's the ETF underlying the NDX. Yep, you see on the arrow on how it got overbought, went right to resistance. As you see, I can zoom out. But you don't want to just blindly short at resistance. You need a trigger. And look at the hourly chart. And then look at a 15-minute chart. And boy, that sure looks like a bear flag to me. In fact, I'm going to be doing a class on bearish patterns later in the year. That is a bear flag. Now, is that happening overnight? Yeah, it'll probably happen overnight. We tried to anticipate, and we did some spreads in their low-risk bear spreads on the close. But if this fails up here like it has, it's a better sale right here than here, because then you see the change in direction. You also had that the SPY stopped at resistance, right up at resistance. So if that couldn't get up to that 50 like I mentioned, so you could take the SPY, the SPX, or the ES. There you go. Close, but it didn't get there. So if that can't reclaim it, then I want to pick on the thing, like I said, that has reclaimed it, is overbought, has reclaimed the 50. So it's the only major index I'm watching that's reclaimed the 50. And it has a bear flag. So now I have three reasons. Overbought, couldn't hold that gains today. SPX couldn't hold the gains. Now it has a bear flag. And if the SPX follows through to the downside, then I think that's a layup that this is going at the minimum to here, maybe lower. That's what we're going to bank on the next couple of days. So what stocks do you mess with if you don't want to mess with the indexes? Well, let me show you a number of the biggies that we watch and what the charts look like. Number one, when I'm showing you that the QQQ has gone to the 50 moving average and nothing else has, then what I'm going to do is look if there are certain other stocks that went to them and reversed. They sure did. There's MongoDB with a monster reversal today. I'll clear that drawing set and show you. Went right to the 50 and then it did that. Yep. Now you're going to say, well, it got to the 50. Was there a reversal trigger if you traded it? Now keep in mind this stock's relatively thin, but I like watching it as a tell for a lot of other software service stocks. Darn right. There you go. There's a bear flag here. And there's a bear flag here. So they did work. So it reversed at resistance and formed that kind of pattern. It was up 10, just keep that in mind. Are there other ones we're going to be watching? Well, I'd like to put them on a 15-minute chart. So there's MongoDB. Lam Research trying to form a bear flag. Look at that on the right. Broadcom already looking like it's breaking down. Let's take a couple of more of the biggies. NVIDIA, possible bear flag. I'm telling you, if you're going to play the QQQ, you want the big QQ stocks to already look like that. So you got NVIDIA, you got Lam. ServiceNow trying to form a bear flag. Netflix already had a bear flag today, which I pointed out, and it went down another 5 points. The point of this entire thing is if the big component stocks are starting to show signs of big reversals. Now, keep in mind, Netflix has looked bad anyway, but something like NVIDIA that looked like it was just going to Never Never Land, and with that big reversal, then it's more likely to go and play the QQQ. Now, I'm going to be picky. Now, what do I mean by that? Why mess with this Meta that doesn't have a bear flag yet when I can mess with Microsoft that does? Be picky. Take the stocks that already have bear flags. The other ones might work, don't get me wrong. But I want to take the ones that have defined, tight bear flags. And that's how we're going to be playing tomorrow. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Brecher, and I'm Senior Managing Director of Stocks at Simpler Trading. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like our content, please leave us a like and a comment down below. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification icon so you never miss any of our great new content coming out. Good trading, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care.